Oh, hey guys, how you doing? We have made it back to the city of Warsaw, and on a rainy day it is. So why don't you join me? This is got a few hours to kill until I can check in my hotel, and I guess then we'll go from there. But yeah, good times. Maybe some of you recognize this wonderful place. This is the Central Station. And like usual, it's a bit of a cluster. Although now it seems like home because I know where I am. And when you come up those stairs, nothing quite beats this view. There she is, Stalin's gift to Poland. And we're in the middle of it all. A little mall over there if you're into malls. I think the weather is not our friend. I wanted to go check out a Jewish cemetery I found on the map, but I don't know how this is going to work. We got the rain is supposed to stop in like 7 hours. Not user friendly. And for people that saw my last video when we were in Poznań, I think I said that right. Yeah, the rain kind of sucked. But I have a place in mind we can go to real quick. Something fun. So, in the shadows of the cultural center, we are actually heading directly past it. I don't want to ruin a good thing, you know, where I have yet to actually go inside this building. But I feel like I should be with someone when I do it, to kind of embrace the architecture and whatnot, as opposed to my random musings and comments that you all get to listen to instead. So we're going to go to this, towards the, I don't know if you can see the TK Maxx sign in front of us. My first time ever in Warsaw, I stayed at a studio apartment on the other side of this shopping center. And, you know, true to form, I made sure to get my first meal at the Pizza Hut, you know, just so I could taste the differences. Look at this. Look at this. This is a good old Orbis bus right here. Look at this tourist bus. And now, this is funny. I like how they have the tourist sign inside these. I would think so. God, these are amazing. What in a... Whew. Who wants a ride? Anyone? If that doesn't scream past, I don't know what does. Here's one final shot of the other side of the building before we cross the street. Gonna go under the street and then come back up next to the Flying Tiger, if I remember right. You go that way to the left and you hit my favorite park here, Saxon Park. Well, one of my favorites. Alright, let's go down these stairs. First time I ever did this, I was a little intimidated, actually. I think the first time whenever you go into a new city, those experiences happen. And plus, you'll see it when you get down here. It can be a little disorientating. Because you're just underneath the street. It keeps going. And then you have like these little shopping areas. But we're going to go straight. We have cover, but I think the rain is going to go away in a moment. So, this stretch right here, this is where I stayed. Those buildings up on the side. I might even have shown you in a previous video. I don't know, because they all roll together at this point. And it's still raining. Now, we can do a flash in the past, and we can go back in time and we can see my response to a Pizza Hut. Now, let me show you something real quick. See this right here? It's a milk bar. So if you want like a traditional meal and it's pretty inexpensive, this is where you go. These things right here. I've never been, but I hear that's the case. I have a wandering eye for things like this instead. It's weird. All my hotspots all have like construction going on now. It's very annoying. This is quite the dilemma because Pizza Hut's calling me, guys. I can't even tell you the last time I had Pizza Hut in the States, but my God. Let's just do it. Let's just live on the edge. Live on the edge. So you can't judge me, okay? I did actually use the Polish menu because I can figure out what everything is. But I'm starving, so just bear with me. But they changed the decor in here from 6 years ago. I'm not surprised. All right, here's my personal pan pizza. And now I know why I should have read the English menu. The sweet pepperoni appears to have corn on it. Nice. Nice. So the last time I had corn on my pizza, I was 15 years old and I was in Moscow. Here we go. Bottoms up. I do taste the corn. I do taste it. Awesome. All right, now look what has appeared. The lava cake. I'm sure this will be much more fitting of my palate. There we go. You ready? Wish there was a little bit more ice cream on it, but look at this. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. It's really good. And I wasn't just giving you the bird. Anyway, food's good. So you guys will have to forgive me. I thought it was a little bit early to start drinking. So I just got fooled, though, with Pizza Hut. I should have known better. I should have gotten the American menu. However, I will say this. Without me going, I would not have been able to have the full Polish experience of corn on my pizza. Look, it's Toto. Toto, this is not Kansas, buddy. Now look at this graffiti right here. Interesting face. So, can we go this way? I think we can. I went to the movies here once. I know everyone wants to know that. And this is a really cute little shopping area that they are completely tearing up. And makes it so decorative right now to film. Let me tell you. Look at those cinnamon rolls right there. So, in all seriousness, though, about the Pizza Hut, the lava cake was really good. I had no problems with that. Oh, it's no way? So, as I was saying, though, in the restaurant, I remember I was in Moscow. I had spent a month in the Crimea for a foreign exchange program. And then, I was so happy to see a slice of the pizza. They were selling it out on the street. It threw me off. But then I realized the only toppings for it was a bunch of corn. Yeah. Not my liking. See these cute little side areas? Now, if I hadn't been so hungry, I could have easily just come down here, went to Mama Kebab, or there's a couple breakfast places. If I was a vegan kebab, which I've never heard of, I wonder what that is made up of. So now what we're doing, it actually looks like it's letting up a little bit, or maybe not. But I'm going to take you on a little loop around towards the MDM, which is where we're staying for the night because I can't get enough of that area. And frankly, I stayed there once before, and I love the hotel room and the colors and the flavor. So that's where we're going. Wow, look at this. Talk about provocative, huh? Woo-wee! Some people are going to think I'm nuts off at that little woo-wee I just did, huh? I know I am. If you know why I just filmed Vincent, then you know. It's my new thing. If you know, you know. And let's just say the name Vincent has a lot of value in my life. So now you're a couple blocks from like, you know, like the busy touristy street. If you're curious where you are, we're also a couple blocks from like where all of the embassies are, stuff like that. Wow, they are just tearing up everything right now. And this here is a giant dinosaur egg. They're still waiting for it to hatch. I don't want to tell them, but I think it's just a rock. Maybe they should change the label. So that's where the Christmas decorations come from. I'm sure those will be, well, they'll come out next year. What's amazing to me is how much the food has changed in Warsaw since my first visit 6 years ago. I don't remember all these vegan restaurants, and now they're like everywhere. I just passed another one. And I know, you're like, how can I say that? I just went to Pizza Hut. But I do have eyes. You know, we found Toto, and then the lady just took my red slippers away. I was going to bring them to Toto. Maybe we could find out where Dorothy is. They're going to give you a different vantage point. There's like a big advertisement there for Netflix. There's a place here called Beer and Rest. And then if you turn right here, I love these things. They have these little side outlets into these apartment communities, and then you will typically find maybe a restaurant or two inside them. Very, very cool. We could have come out that way, but instead I took a different side entrance next to, it looks like Mr. Popeye. But see right here, see there's like a bar, the Backstreet bar. Probably from the Backstreet Boys. You know they want it that way. And then just making sure that I don't deal with any cars right now, because there's a school to my left. And now, for some reason I'm fascinated always showing these little side streets in this part of town, because there's this bar that scares me. If you saw my other Warsaw videos, I forget which one it was, the first or the second one, but there's a bar right over here. I'll show you the entrance. You can get a laugh out of it with me. And then we're going to go back. Yeah, these guys are actually loading up food, but it's right here. See, you got all this like graffiti right here. But it's called Inside. Sorry guys, I chickened out. I couldn't go in there again. Even though there's people there. Oh god. But there's some older guy that's taking pictures. And I kind of make it a rule of thumb to not go into places where other people are doing that. Because then I look like this guy right here. Yeah, I look a little foolish. If it was in the States, I probably would say something like, hey, can I go in there? But I don't know enough Polish. There's one of my favorite mosaics here in town. Pretty cool. We're at Nowy Swiat. I think I said that right. Gonna have to cross over. Maybe someday I'll actually show you more than the same streets. Well, this is not confusing. Avoid the blue and the yellow and the guy smoking in front of me. Whee! Look at this right here. This is cute. Look at these bunny rabbits. You know who would like these bunny rabbits? It would be my mother. Right here. Look at these guys. Look how distinct they are. Those guys have character. Love it. Can't really look at those. Those are like the naked women dolls. The rabbits, though, those look like fun. Gonna take another side street now. Kind of keep it a little bit more interesting for us. So you'll note here, this is kind of humorous to me. So we saw a green Popeye. I think it's no, maybe, you know what? It's not Popeye that I saw. That was a Smurf. Because look, you tell me, does this look like a Papa Smurf to you? Right there, the white guy. I think it is. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this lot now. Look, a little bit of water, just a tad. Ah, crap. I love the whole look out for cars, you might get hit. There's a Japanese restaurant right there. Totally should have tried that out over Pizza Hut. And I think we can cut out over this side. And you guys thought I was making up dinosaurs here in Warsaw. Look, there's one there. There's one up there. There's Papa Smurf again. It's kind of funny, actually. Like, there's certain sections of town that have different types of graffiti. And if you were to go to Wazinski Park, down towards the housing over there where they've torn up the roads, you're going to find a bunch of wonderful dogs. We've almost hit our return park. And you know what we're going to do? I've never been inside this thing right here. Is whatever this building is directly in front of us. It's got to be something important. This is where my Polish viewers will say, how do you not know the name of that building? And I'll be like, I know it's a church. Sorry, don't know anything more about it. They are not making this very easy for me to get into the building itself. We're going to cross right here. We'll see if the car stops. And then I was going to jaywalk, but in this city, I don't do that as a rule. If you look at the Rolex building directly in front of us, I like the style to it. Aside from the bricked up windows to the right. So that is the Adoration, I believe. I mean, I know it's a Catholic church, that's what it says. But I don't... Yeah. So there you go. We just managed to get in there from 1790s, I guess. Whew. That was pretty. It looks bigger from the outside than it actually is. But I always like, you know, seeing a church. It's always nice. My urge to use the umbrella has pretty much failed, even though I'm getting rained on. And the camera's getting rained on, and my bag's getting rained on. But that's okay. We only have a few more minutes of this. So we're back in the best hotel there is on a budget. Although, the irony is, where we're staying, or maybe it's not ironic, but where we're staying tonight is twice the cost of where I stayed on our previous trip, on the previous video. Alright, so now we're just kind of cutting down a side street. This looks cute right here. Look at the big mural right there for Kinder. I remember there was a lawsuit back in the States. This was a few years ago. And the American candy companies would not let Kinder come to the United States. I think it was basically Hershey that was throwing up a fit because they knew that Kinder made good candy. And now if you go to like even a Walmart, there's plenty of Kinder. It's still not the same amount that you have here, but it's just kind of one of those things that makes me laugh that they were concerned. I guess they figured that Lindt chocolate was a big enough competitor. Why they want to add like another one. This is kind of a different walking tour for us, you know. Instead of being in the really busy touristy parts of town, we're just that much out, a few blocks over. Another Vincent place right here. So we have Pardon My French right there, and then here's the Vincent Cafe right here. Looks very cute. So this is where the saying comes from. Now, pretty much at this point, if you wanted to go to the MDM, you could just swing to your right down any of these side streets. I see a church in the distance, which I know is sort of like the other landmark. So we're going to come in that way instead. In case you're wondering. Because, I mean, that's kind of the beauty of walking tours, you know? You just kind of go wherever wherever I lead you. So this van just passed us. We're going to cross because this building right here, it looks like it's been freshly done. Look at these, wow. Look at these two people holding it up. That's beautiful. I don't remember this before. Now, granted, I have been on the street. It's not my first rodeo, folks, as we say in the States. But it's kind of an interesting, because they do look new. Newer than what you'll see over at the MDM building. So I feel like I've humored that path long enough. There is my church right there. Maybe you can still catch a glimpse of it, but we can cut across. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, if you're going to come to the city of Warsaw, you don't come just for a night. Unless you're like local. But if you've never been, you gotta give it a few days so you can actually like explore. I totally almost hit that thing right there. I watched this guy kind of walk around and I was like, why is he walking around? And then I realized why. Gotta be careful. Alright, we have made it. We made it to MDM. If you haven't seen my other MDM video, don't you worry. I'll make sure to show enough here so you get an idea. I just love how this was built. I love the architecture of it. I love how they honk like they know my name. This is kind of cool right here. I don't have time to go in here, but this is the Museum of Life under Communism. So you can go in there and obviously go through the history of this whole area right here. And fittingly, KFC is right next to it. So here's the square itself. And as I said, there's a big church in the background. We're going to head to the MDM sign in a moment, but I wanted to show you some of the mosaics they have up here. Just because, trust me, they're worth it. Like, look at this right here. Workers unite. And if you go down this way, you can imagine what it was like when it was first built and how they probably had mosaics in each and every single one of these all the way down. And they have this on both sides. So in that building across the street, it's the same thing, full of mosaics. And then you got these two giant like lamp posts to kind of signify, I don't know, the beginning of it. I'm not really sure what it was intended for. They're just kind of funky lights. And now they have another one. They have them, it's like a bookmark. So the other one's here on the other end of it. So we'll go up so you can take a look at it. Very similar. This is the MDM letters 1952. And here's the entrance that I like to kind of walk through if I'm going to go for a run on my way to Wazinski Park. And now, for people that are wondering where we're staying for the night, see where it says Hotel? MDM, right there, baby. So we're going to walk by now. This guy is not crossed. He's a little slow on the uptake. They have these on both buildings at both ends. See these statues? Aren't they awesome? And now we're going to head inside, assuming we can figure out where the entrance is. It's been a while. Madonna's restaurant right across the street. And then if you just go down straight that way, it takes you back to everything. All the good stuff. Alright, let's check in. Alright, we're going to take a look at the room. I have a thing for orange curtains, by the way, so if you don't, I apologize, but I love it. Look at this. It's a room for one. Isn't it cute? Now, granted, I guess it's room for two. I can share this right here. This is actually bigger than the room I had before. Before I was on the other side of the building looking out on the street, so this is actually quieter. But, yeah, this will work for the night till we roll out in the morning and fly out of here. So, I think it's about it. I'm going to take a little breather, take a little rest, and I hope you guys liked your little walking tour from the time that we arrived, and I'll see you again soon, okay? Peace.